My project is about the different conceptualizations of sexual desire and the female body during what we call the Song Dynasty in China. That's from 10th to 13th centuries. I got interested in this topic back in grad school when I was reading a lot of studies on gender in Chinese history, and they're pretty much there are great works about gender discourse in the intellectual tradition especially. And I asked my professor one day that if she had ever encountered anything from our time period that depicts sexuality or gender from a woman's perspective instead of elite men. And she thought about it and said, not really, and, which is pretty much true because almost anything from my time period were written by elite men, which is precisely why I find the major body of my sources so interesting, the popular anecdotes, because they were still written down by elite men, but you really see multiple voices, layers of meanings in them. I cannot tell you exactly a story was told by a woman so-and-so or a illiterate man so-and-so. But then if you compare that with concurrent texts, with the literature texts from literary tradition, religious, medical tradition, you really see very different things in it, and there are multiple voices in just one story. For example, in the anecdotes, there is one story about a prostitute, or we might call her a courtesan, falls in love with a statue of a horseman, and this horseman spirit ends up visiting her, and they develop into a romantic relationship. This story really stands in contrast to concurrent medical tradition, which would diagnose this erotic encounters between human being and a supernatural being as either a symptom of bodily depletion or lack of sexual contact with men. When you look at the story, it is a human being having sexual intercourse with a supernatural being, a semi-deity, semi-demon, kind of semi-ghost. But then this is a prostitute, right? It is the kind of woman that you would be least associated with lack of sexual contact with men. So that really stands in contrast with the medical tradition as well. The story tells us that the conceptualizations of female sexuality at that time was really heterogeneous, and the notions about sexual desire and the female body were really diverse.